Oh, I gotta tell you, I'm liking this look. This is the look I'm gonna go with. This is the look I'm gonna go with in my 50s. So I got what, 2.5 years left. By the way, everybody out there, the countdown is on, my friends. The countdown is on. Imminent crash. We just covered the diamond short and got out of some UVXY long. I just want to come right out and there just tell you about what's happening right now. First of all, listen, I appreciate you guys been watching me all these years, but it's time for the master to take YouTube back. These Discord rooms and these penny stock guys and this guy with his 2,300 people on YouTube not giving one single idea. One single idea. I trolled him for 3 weeks. Not a bad guy. I'm not going to say as a person I don't like him. Whatever it is, okay? The bottom line is nobody's doing what I'm doing. Giving live information to trade on for nothing. And then all I ask you is if you enjoy what you've seen, to stick around and then pay. Nobody has this business model, and I'll continue to do it. But it's starting to come to an end, and I want to talk about the reason, and there's a big, big announcement coming here right now. Remember that I said if I come into some money by selling some buildings, I'm going to be able to fund some traders to do my trades? No, it's not happening. It's been ruined. It's been ruined. So here's the story. You guys know I was going to join that TradeNet competition, right? And sorry, I'm running out of coffee. I just got done beating the shit out of the market. I'm out of breath right now. So I wanted to be in the TradeNet competition, right? They've called me 20 times trying to sell me classes. I'm like, I'm Kenny Glick. I don't want any help from you. I'm not going to buy anything. I don't want to know about your seminars. And I'm certainly not going to spend $350, $1,000, $6,000, or whatever that $12,000 course that you're offering. I'm not interested. I just want to be in the competition so I could beat you guys to death. So, you know, I'm on the microphone every day talking to my people. I'm responding to emails. I'm sending out text messages. I'm doing my best to help my people, my clients, and all that bullshit, right? Oh, you're bored? Leave. If you don't want to make money, I don't need you to hear. So I don't know if you're yawning. Bye. Bye. See ya. I'm about making money. So if you don't want to hang, bye. Bottom line is, it's all been ruined. Okay? It's all been ruined. Because what I did was, considering I'm doing my own thing, I figured, hey, I got a kid. He wants to be a trader. Not my kid. This guy on the internet, he wants to be a trader. I'm like, all right, so you're a candidate. He's going to be one of those guys where I'm going to give some money and you're going to follow my lead and we're all going to live happily ever after, right? And I've had this discussion 15 years now. We all know the Carl story and the Rob story and the 33 trade guy, right? So here we are again. If you do any trades, make sure you run them by me, but you probably shouldn't be trading on your own. It's my account, my contest. When you hear me announce a trade on the microphone, put that trade on. He does one trade around the VWAP on the AMD. We make some money on the trade. The next trade, he decides to just throw out 6 months of hanging with me, demonstrating what trades work, taking my account where I'm putting my name on the line, and blows up my account on the second trade. And I'm out of the contest. So not only did that ruin the contest, but it ruined everything for everybody. So the idea of ever me funding anybody else, even if somebody comes to my door now and gives me $10 million, I'm still never funding any trader. Because my online therapist said, if you can't accept what you're seeing right in front of you, you have a serious personality flaw. And I guess my personality flaw is seeing through the apparent absurdity and trying to see the good in everything. And that's my flaw. But that flaw now has been completely fixed. I trust nobody except myself. And if you guys want to follow my lead and profit from it, that's all I offer now. That's all I'm offering. So stop in, see what I do. Find out why I was short in the market today and covered the diamonds at 267.35 and 267.10 just now. Yeah, no, there's 11 people. There's 11 people. It doesn't matter. I do this for me so I can record it for posterity. So when the world burns down and gets rebuilt and they look through the old files of YouTube, they'll see me. And 200 years from now, maybe 2,000 years from now, when they rebuild the utopian they'll know that I existed. That's why I do it. And for the 1 or 2 people that actually do stop into the website and become a full paying member, it's all right. I do it for me. If people learn through osmosis, fantastic. If not, I'm still doing it. So I'm here no matter what. But I appreciate your candor, I guess they would say. But anyway, what I want to know is, so my 9 people now, or 3 people, or whatever, 1 person. What does the other guy do? Because I've been there for 3 weeks. I've given up. I can't listen anymore. What's the guy, you know who I'm talking about? One guy's been exposed for not really being a trader, which I appreciate even more now. I like that guy more than anybody else out there. But the guy that I don't understand, he's got 863 people in the room, right? Then I see it jumps to 1,250. Then he's got 2,350 people. And I sat there and I dedicated my entire day. I sacrificed a day sitting there waiting. Why are these 2,300 people here? What are we getting out of this right now? And I understand you've been here for 6 minutes and maybe you haven't gained anything, but I'm just here again. If you've been watching any of my live videos, I've been giving calls and I'm at 100% right now. There hasn't been one bad call live yet. So if you go back, timestamp my voice and the trade and look in the chart, and you'll see the trades that I was in live have not had one loser. So for 3 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm in this room. No, I'm talking. I forgot what they call themselves. I could dig it up for you, but I don't know. It's something, not the young kid. If they call themselves the cult or the fraternity. So 2,300 people in there. 2,300 people. So I say to him, what do you think the market's going to do in the afternoon? Nothing. Do you talk about trading in here at all? Well, you'll have to subscribe to our blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, we don't trade at all in here. No, I just asked you a simple question. What is your strategy? What makes you want to do a trade? Oh, we're looking at Lulu calendar, put credit spreads 8 months out. You're setting up a put spread on something 9 months away to take in 23 cents? Is that what you just described to me? What are you even talking about? I appreciate you actually throwing an idea out there, but that is why there's 2,300 people in here. So you could talk about a credit put spread 97 points out of the money that you might make 23 cents on if you hold it till expiration for 9 months. That's what you're talking about? And then if you say anything critical, they have 20 or 30 minions private messaging me of how much I'm an asshole because I'm asking valid questions. So again, I don't get it. I try to be the nice guy. That doesn't work. I'd be the mean guy. That doesn't work. Nothing works. I thought making money would be the one that cuts through everything. That doesn't work. The doom and gloom. Maybe that works. So that's where we are right now. Imminent crash, everybody. The sheep is in the wolf's clothes, and the black swan is here. Interest rates, there's pigs flying. Hell is freezing over right now. Imminent crash. Imminent. The volatility indexes are spiking right now. There's a government intervention right now that's failing. The Fed is trying to save the stock market, but this time it's not going to have enough money. There's an imminent crash coming. Not 10%, not 20%, not 30%, 50%, people. 50% crash coming any day now. Any day. You need to be buying silver. You need to be buying guns. You need to be buying canned goods. Imminent crash. But I'm actually being serious now. because this market is done. The 8-year beautiful rally that we had during Obama and the 2 years of the Trump administration has been fantastic, right? The easy trade is over. Owning the QQQ and the diamonds and the SPY and watching them going up for 8 straight years is over. Being liquid right now is where you want to be. So if I'm wrong about the market imminently crashing, doesn't matter, because you know what position I have on right now? I got 300 shares of diamonds left. And that money's already been made from the short from today. So our target was 267.10, and we went to 267.07. So we just covered it. All of this is being posted on StockTwits. I try to do my best. I post what I'm really, really doing online. So then there's no denying what I said or time stamping it, because I know I'm wrong plenty of times, and I'm not embarrassed about it. I'm not going to go through the whole list of the shit that I got wrong, because the list that I got wrong is actually bigger than the list of the shit that I got right. But the reason I'm still in business and still doing this is because it's okay to be wrong. Just don't stay wrong. It's okay to be late. You don't want to be early and wrong. You'd rather be late and right. There's a difference between being late and right than chasing the trade. And I teach you all of that wonderful stuff every morning for 3 hours. And it goes on and on and on. I've been doing this since 2007. It was me, the day trading rock star, and Oscar Carboni. That was it. Now everybody's got a YouTube show showing how smart they are, how awesome they are. And I don't say a word about the money. It's not about the money. It's about being right. I don't care if you're trading. Be right. I don't even care if you're losing money every day in your account. But if you tell me to do something right, I still like you and I respect you. As long as you're helping me, because that's what it's all about, right? You're on YouTube talking about what you know or what you think you know, because none of us know anything, right? You could be getting crushed in your account, but as long as you're telling me to do the right things, bravo. Bravo. But if I sit in your fucking chat room for 3 weeks and you don't say dick, not one trade except a credit put spread 10 months down the road on a Lululemon where I might make 23 cents by locking up $20,000 in a credit put spread, that's what you bring to the table? I don't get it, people. I don't get it. The bottom line here, and the reason I'm extremely bearish this market, is because I feel like I'm being lied to right now. And I'm seeing a lot of different signs to be bearish. I feel like I'm being lied to. So this is back to your Fed, right? By the way, SLV, loving the silver. I love my hedge, right? I've hedged my silver, but look where we've gone. We've gone nowhere for 2 weeks. They've already collected money, right? Loving the silver. Forgot what the hell was I going to say? Oh, something about the market going down, right? Oh, I'm being lied to. I'm being lied to because on the one hand, a lot of people don't realize this is the greatest economy ever, the most amazing economy. I built it all by myself. I ran the economy. I invented the economy. I am the economy, and it's the greatest ever. But we also have to keep interest rates at zero because I'm heavily in debt and I need interest rates at zero for my own benefit. But the market, great economy, fantastic economy, but we have to keep interest rates at zero. No. If it's the greatest economy, raise the fucking interest rates and shut the fuck up. All right? I still know friends that can't find a job, so I don't want to hear about the jobs. I don't want to hear about the health of the stock market because we've gone nowhere for 18 months. I don't want to hear about it. If we have to consistently lower interest rates, then something's wrong. And the whole market has been kept up by smoke and mirrors of this bullshit. So something's going to give, and I say it's to the downside. But if we keep bouncing off these levels, like today, 267.10 on the diamonds, now that's our pivot point. If we rally from here and then roll and break today's low is a very significant spot because that's where our I'm not going to get into how we get our levels, but 267.10 was a fantastic level. So far, we're bouncing right off it. Plus, we had the UVXY long, right? But I don't believe in this shit anymore. The bear in me now is unleashed, and I'm not going back because it's okay. I could be bearish and wrong, but as long as I don't have any money at stake, then I'm right, right? Because I'm bearish, and I put that bearishness to work today, and it worked pretty well. I was bearish that Fed day, and I got smacked in the fucking throat. I got choked out. Market's rolling over. I'm like, here we go. Reality's starting to set in, and wham, right in my face for a nice smack dab, smack it, biffity bang, bing, boom. And I got hammered that day. But right now, all that's a thing of the past, because what did we do today? We had earnings reversals that worked on KMX. We have Netflix going out of business with Roku on the rollover, right? We had the diamonds going red, fantastic with the Qs, and the UVXY going green. And there is your month's pay. So now if I chose not to work for October, I don't have to. I don't have to work at all. I do this for you guys. Now we got 28 people here watching us. I do this for you people. And I'm going to just tell you one more thing, and I'm going to give you the symbols, and this is why I hate the market even more. Pier 1, Francesa Holdings, and Michael Stores right there. Right there. Right there. Right there is the reason I hate the market. What's up, my man? Pier 1 is a company that is going out of business. There's no denying it. Francesa Holdings, I don't even know what the hell Fran is holding, but that stock just went from $1 to $22. And then you got this Michael store where they sell crayons and arts and crafts. And the stock goes from $2 to $10.50 and tries to pull back 2-3 times and it won't go down. This is what we call the dash for trash. So we're already seeing the signs that this market has topped out. And now you're seeing the shittiest of all the shittiest possible stocks rallying 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000%. That is not a good sign. That is not a good sign. You got gold and silver being strong. And now you've got the lowest of lows. And you know what the next step is? Somebody's going to call you with a penny stock, telling you about how you got to get into a penny stock. That is the last. That's the last of it. So we got the topping formation is in, all right? The inability for the market to break out. Even with the Fed lowering interest rates, we couldn't do it. We're getting the top. It's like an oil tank. You can't turn an oil tanker straight back the other direction. You have to make a huge ass freaking turn. And that's what we're in right now. The huge ass turn. But once we start going back down that other direction, you're going down. You're going down. And I'm not calling, again, I love using the word crash, imminent crash, because apparently that gets viewers. Oh, imminent crash. I don't know if it's going to be a crash. What's a crash? 20%? I got very, very simple numbers to follow. If today's sell-off emerges into something more dramatic, right? We got another 250 points straight down. Then we get into a choppy, really choppy mess where it's going to be hard to decipher. But I have a price for you anyway, because I'm a super genius. 262.29 to be exact. So that's 500 points from here. 500 points to the downside is easy to make some money on, right? And if we break 262.29, that's when I think we could finally get some real selling in this market and go test the real support. The real support for this market is 1,000 points lower from where we are right now. And that's it. That's all I want. I want that 1,000 points. I want that 1,000 points. I want that freaking 1,000 points. And then you could have the market back. Because if the market does go down these 1,000 points, I'm going to cash out and I'm not going to have to trade for another 2 to 3 years, 5 years maybe ever. But again, we'll see when we get there down to that 256.25 area. Because if that doesn't hold, Oh, I love the 2 o'clock fucking. Yeah, that's that was our favorite time of the day because every trader in our office would be crying and losing money, and we'd be like, we'd actually really be trading against our own people back in the day. But hey, that was the way. That's how trading works. You're usually taking somebody else's money. All you would hear is screaming and yelling at between 145 and 230. Hilarious. But yeah, usually on a day like this, you're going to get that bounce, 145 to 215. What time is it now? So we're kind of in the bounce already. But what was I saying? So this crappity crap, man. This crap that's moving, man. It is just frightening me. I don't want to be involved. So that's going back to the original point. Let's say I'm wrong about the imminent crash, right? What's the market going to do? Go up without me? Who cares? Oh, I don't know. Can I get a list of stocks that have gone up after I've sold out of them? I don't know. What is there, about 1 billion of them? How about Roku going down 22 more points as soon as I got out of my short? Having to chase it down 13 points to scratch something else out of that trade. I'm not afraid of missing out, but I am afraid of a crash or a gap down that I'm not going to be able to do anything about. For instance, let's say tonight is the Black Swan event, the event that we don't know. And then we're gapped down 4.5%, 5%. And then that begins the real sell-off. And next thing you know, we're down 10%. If I'm not in the market and I'm not holding anything, yeah, I missed the gap down to make money off, but I'm not losing any money. So being out of the market right now is a win-win-win. I'm liquid, winning. If the market crashes, winning. And I guess it's just a win-win. There was another win in there somewhere. And I guess being right about it also is a win too. I just don't want to be in the market right now. Because if you say something about owning a stock, I'll say Funko. Okay? You say a stock, I'll say Funko. You say a stock, I'll say Funko. You say what? I say Funko. Funko what? Funko what? Funko what? Here's a stock that you guys know. I just built a whole new wall. I mean, I got shelves upon shelves upon shelves. I am the adult that buys dolls. I'm into it. I love that shit. Funko's all over the place. I fucking love a Funko. Right? I own the stock. I own the stock at 15. Woo, 17.50. Hey, here it is at 20. Next thing you know, it's at 30. They come out with great numbers of stock tanks. I mean, I get it. We've seen that. The stock had gone from 15 to 30. Great numbers. Guess what? Since that $30 mark, that Funko hit, what's the stock done? What's it done? What's it done? What's it done? Nothing. Nothing. Right? When did it hit that? It's like got to be 2 years ago at this point, right? No, maybe not that old, but $31. Yeah. Last year, this time. What's it done since? Other than crash, rally, crash, rally, crash, rally, crash, rally. So then finally, Funko, I get my Jaws Funko and all my cool Star Trek Funkos. I'm all excited. I'm back in the Funko stock. The stock's breaking out. It's breaking out. We're going into con season. Comic Cons are happening. Rhode Island, if anybody's going to be at the Rhode Island Comic Con, I'll be there with Shatner. Got my Shatner stuff. Got the original sup. Got the, if you guys know about toys, Mego. Look at this bad boy. Look at that thing. Freaking fantastic. I'm going to get Shatner to sign it right on the chest. I'm a nerd. But Funko finally breaks out. And I'm thinking, here we go. Let's get this bad boy to 30. Maybe we get a $40 stock out of this thing. And then 2 days later, oh, they're doing what? Oh, good. Oh, the stock's down 40%. Great. I love investing. I know your MyGen's moving. This guy's yelling at me. I'm not trading MyGen. Now, you guys, let's talk about MyGen for a second. MYGN right now, as a matter of fact. All right. Now, I know it was a good call for you. This stock just broke out of a pretty big range. 29.38 was actually a huge spot for it. Huge. But I refuse to buy it. Why? Because I hate it. And that's a big thing about trading. You let your emotions and what you feel get in the way. And no matter what, it always happens. So I'm looking at this chart. I'm thinking, yeah, this MyGen does look good. 29.38, 29.50 is really nice. That's a really nice price. Maybe I should get involved. I'm like, no. I just got done with my diamond short and my UVXY long. I'm patting myself on the back. I'm not getting involved in a stock that I hate, even though the chart's telling me I probably should. And that's trading. You can't kiss all the girls. You can't be in all the places. Sometimes you just make the wrong decisions based on something else. But nice trade, my man. But I wanted to say something else about the MyGen. The MyGen, if you look at the headline, the first headline on Thinkorswim, and this is what I love about trading also. Upgrades or downgrades. Upgrades are usually downgrades. Downgrades are usually upgrades. Now, again, this is just a typical thing. This isn't a real player involved here. Some bearish blog post wrote about how they see 45% downside on MyGen. And coincidentally, the stock gets a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal to the upside today. Whether or not you believe that's a coincidence or not, it's just amazing how many times that happens, because the bottom line, nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything. I know nothing. I'm just following the charts. If-then statements. If this happens, then this could happen. And you take those chances when risk reward is in your favor, like a Roku short. When you're looking at a 4-point risk to possibly make 35 points, take the trade. If you're looking at a diamond short and you're risking 35 cents to possibly make 2, take the trade. Either you're going to lose the 35 cents or you might make 2 points. That's all this is. It's all if-then statements and risk reward and having some confidence. Because again, the reason people got out of the Roku short the other day, this guy, is that you could have psychology. I gave the book away, but the best book written is a brochure, basically, that I'm always joking around how I should have wrote the brochure. There is a brochure. Let me get you the link. For $4.35, it's the best book you'll ever read about trading by far. Let me get it for you. I'm not joking even. This is legitimately the best thing you'll ever. $4.49 on Kindle. Oh wait, they don't have any more left. How can they not have any more left? Oh, you can read it for free now. Fantastic. Here is the best thing you'll ever read. The best thing you'll ever read about trading in the history of trading. Nope, not exaggerating. It is the best. And then you could read Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, which is always it's always a good read. So anyway, going back to your again, MyGen and what we're doing here and all this stuff that I'm trying to do. Again, I have a huge ego, if you don't know, right? I'm like a self-loathing narcissist. I hate how much I love myself, but at the same time, I kind of hate myself because I never watch my own videos. I find myself quite annoying at times. But God damn it. This is about me. I just love talking. And if I am helping people through osmosis and I could get paid for it, it's great. It's a great life. Other than the fact that I've gone a little stir crazy from not leaving my house since 2012. I mean, working from home has its merits, but you got to get out of the house. And the one thing about that guy in his other room, he mentions getting up and doing push-ups. I didn't listen. I listened to it, not hardcore, but had it in the headphones. Yeah. But speaking of headphones and speaking of a lot of things, I had a huge week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I had events every night. Blew my eardrums out at that Popolite itself. Then I went to my Grateful Dead jam. And then I went to see, amazing, I don't even remember where I was. Oh, I went to go see some local bands, which were great. They play like hip hop, but with guitars and drums, and pretty awesome. Just now the tinnitus is ridiculous. And what's bad is that I'm a pot smoker, and I got to start admitting to myself that when I smoke weed, something about I guess it's all connected. When I smoke, the ringing in my ears definitely gets worse. And it's sad. My 32 years of smoking weed might have to start to dissipate, which is all right. I am getting old, but there's definitely something to this tinnitus. It is no joke, especially when you're ringing in your ears. Like if I concentrate now, I hear it. When I try to go to sleep and there's no noise, all I hear is a constant bell. So, and it's fucked up. You know, you do these little exercises and you hold your eardrum to kind of like, you make your brain concentrate on something else. You got to like train your brain not to hear it. But when I smoke and it's quiet at night, no doubt that it makes it worse. And it sucks. Sucks, man. My wife doesn't care. She's like, oh, you're going to stop smoking pot now? Oh, yeah. My wife actually said to me the other day, she's like, why do you always talk about how much weed you smoke? Nobody smokes weed anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? My wife lives in a whole different dimension than most people. She would have been great in like the 40s or the 50s. Nobody smokes weed anymore. I'm like, yeah, no, it's just, it's just a huge industry coming to the forefront of America right now. Yeah, nobody smokes anymore. My wife used to hate that anytime I would show up at a party, within a few minutes, I would be asking, who wants any? Because I always had. And I was always happy to share, because that's what you do. And she would always like, why do you always got to ask everybody? Like, why do you talk to strangers? I'm like, how else are you going to meet people? It's amazing I'm still married. But that's what kept us together for 20 years. She keeps me grounded on all the other stuff, and keeps me from going completely batshit insane, I guess. But I'm not going to chew. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I think I might just, I found want to see something cool? Check this out. You can't really appreciate it, right? It looks like crystals are coming off of my finger, right? These are edibles. These are chocolate. It's a chocolate with an inside layer of caramel, and in the middle is a little Rice Krispie treat. And these are 25 milligrams, and they're fantastic. So good. They're called Dank Nugs. And a close runner-up, and I've been experimenting because, I'm trying to get away from the smokables. I've never been a huge fan of the edibles because they never really did anything to me. Lego. These, if you could find these. They look like little, you can't really appreciate it, but Lego moon rocks. Oh, yeah. Love them. By the way, overstock. About to go. Overstock. Just giving it up. Hilarious. These, I've never been hit as quick and as hard from an edible. Half of a Lego brick. Woo, fantastic. But yeah, these are fun, man. No, Joe Lewis, I'm so far out of that camp, man. I'm in the imminent crash camp now, and I'm loving it. But I'm very upset. Gregory Mannarino, Harvey Dent or Harry Dent, nobody's getting back to me. I want to join their cult, and they're not responding. I was like, I want to be friends. Can't we be doom and gloomers together? Nobody wants to be a doom and gloomer with me anymore. I mean, I watched a Greg Mannarino video yesterday just to see what he had to say. I mean, it's still the same stuff, but now he might be right finally. Is he still saying imminent crash? He's been saying imminent crash since 2012. I'm with him now. And you see how the market's trying to rally? By the way, MyGen sucks. Right back to that little breakout area. I hate this stock. But I mean, if I'm not short right now, I mean, 300 shares is really nothing for me right now. I'm looking for 1,700 more points to the downside. And that's it. I mean, we all might be right. I might be right. We go down. We test those levels. And then the insane 3 to 6 to 9 year rally begins again. I just want a nice refresh, a smackdown like we had in December. Get me down to those levels again. And then I'll put the bull suit back on, even though I'm not a true believer. And I'm certainly not a true believer right now because there's too much internal destruction going on to believe that this market could withstand any more selling pressure. They're cutting the legs out one by one. One by one, they're cutting the legs out. Roku, Coop. I'm still waiting on Pan W to give it up. This stock is just, it just doesn't want to die. The only two left on my radar for real nice shorts, Pan W, Shopify, yes, but Shopify, it did give up finally. Shopify was on the list, but I missed it. I still think Roku can go down another 30 or 40 from here, but the easy money obviously is over. Overstock, that's, you know. Right, yeah. Well, that's what the media that they're trying to. Well, the pro-Trump camp thinks that the media is trying to get the market to crash, so then that will be a bad influence on Trump. I don't care either way. Who the hell's the president at this point? This market's showing me everything about they're chopping the legs off. How many legs can we stand? There's one more leg. It seems like this market's got like 50 legs. I think we're down to like 47 legs. I mean, 3 legs. So we got 3 more legs to go, and then we're going to roll over. Or we don't. And that's why, again, liquid and loving it. My only position on right now, 300 300 diamond short from this morning. And right now I'm planning on holding it, but holding shorts overnight has proved to be a bad idea. But right now I have no reason to cover. None. You got the kings of all the stocks are getting hammered. Apple puts out a new phone, and the big thing about it is that it's got a little bit of a better camera. I don't need Apple anymore. Certainly don't need Amazon. You're getting funkoed when you own stocks. I mean, and you got the dash for trash. I mean, look at the stocks that are rallying. And look at Kron. I mean, I was a champion of that stock. And then I wrote an article. If you guys want to, do you guys ever read any of my stuff? I'm a published writer. I'm a published writer, man. Yeah, read this article. Well, if you want to read some of the stuff here, you can dig into this stuff. From that link, you could find all the articles that I've written, I believe. Or you have to just Google. I'll give you one link and you'll be able to find it. Hold on, let me see. Well, anyway, it was one of my best articles saying how much, even though I love the stock and I love the company, the move has been so amazing that you have to get out of the stock. And there's no reason to own it anymore if it breaks back under 20 bucks. And now it's back to 9 and I still don't want it. Wow, this is over a year ago. Amazing. Time is just flying. And now we're below my levels. Uh-oh. Scary. I'm trying to find the other articles. They're kind of like, you know, you got to go digging for them. Let me see. Education. Markets. Simulator your money. I don't know. It's like buried somewhere. You'd think it'd be easier to navigate this site. I don't know why they make it so hard, man. Try to listen to the ringing on purpose. Yeah. I'll try anything. It's so freaking annoying. So I still got a couple of shorts. I'm looking at this Pan W. I despise the stock. I hate every stock right now, but this is another one, just like Roku. I don't get it. You want to perpetuate the idea that these internet security stocks serve a purpose. I'll take the other side of that trade. They do nothing. None of them do anything, right? Because all we do is get hacked. All you do is get computer viruses. All you hear about is the news that credit cards are being stolen, identities are being stolen. So what service do they really provide? And again, this stock has been hanging in there. I mean, you had this monster move last year from 160 to 260, and now you're sitting here at 205. All I'm looking for is a decent retrace down to 190 for 15 points on Pan W. I don't see this thing, I don't see it not happening, especially if the market starts selling off. But yeah, 195 is a big moment, is a big spot for Pan W. And if we could get through that, then, then you're going to that 171 area. I guess you read one of my blogs. It's exactly right. The ones that provide the virus remedy also produce the viruses. Thank you. You're a genius. It's exactly right. It's how the whole industry works. And they try to sell you some fix. It's bullshit, right? And I wish that eventually that would be proven true, because right now we're just psychopath conspiracy theorists until we're proven right. Am I calling for the Dow to drop more than 10,000? No, I think we're going down at least 1,000 now. This could be it right here. We're in the middle of it, right? I mean, the levels are just, I mean, they're screaming at me right here. I mean, this is where we're going. I don't care. You're not going to convince me on about anything else. I'm a bear, and I'm staying with the Manarinho camp. I'm imminent. I'm imminent crash guy now. And in New Jersey, I can't even buy any more guns to protect myself. I mean, everything I've been talking about is starting to come to fruition now. The worthless IPOs have sucked the liquidity out of the market. We're seeing dash for trash and worthless pieces of shit stock. We're seeing interest rates going down when they should be going up. You know, just reinforcing the idea that this is all smoke and mirrors. And you're seeing internal weakness like you've never seen in 2 or 3 years. I don't see a bull case for the market anymore. Let it die. Easy move, I got 262.30. So 262.30, that's only 400 points. It's happening right before our eyes right now. The only thing is, this move is not as convincing as the earlier sell-off, because I want to see the UVXY breaking highs while the market's selling off. So all this right now, this is just a bunch of farts in the wind right now. Tomorrow, if we gap the market up and we roll over and break down, look at this rally. I'm some sort of lord of all trading. Wait, there must be a tweet. 100-point rally right here. Boom. And this is why I'm not short anymore. I won the day. Look at this. Now I get to reload. Whatever this bullshit move is, I get to reload. Wow. And that, my friends, is the 2 o'clock fucking. Holy shit. Ha! That's amazing. Just 115 points straight up. And that's why I don't get reshort. I will reshort the market when the UVXY is breaking new highs while the market's going lower. And this time of the day is usually where you lose money. Wow. Now, again, this is what I like. I'm liquid. Oh, wait, I still got those 300 shares, but I'm not concerned about the last 300. Then again, I do have a stop on it. I might be getting stopped out. That'd be, oh my God, it just went right to my stop price. That's amazing. Guys, I wish you could see the chart right now. What we just did, we just had one massive engulfing candle on the diamonds to the 1 minute VWAP, and we got there to the penny. To the penny. If you don't believe that this market's controlled by algorithms right now, look at the diamond chart right now and put a 1 minute VWAP up. That's amazing. It's amazing. And fake meat. Again, if the hottest stock of 2019 is fake meat, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm liquid. So tomorrow, I could pretend to be a bear. And again, when I was on the Benzinga program about a month ago, right, and I was talking about how I hate the market, I'm short, I would not be owning a stock. That day, all we did was 9 long trades. The next day, we did 10 long trades. And I wrote on the internet, wherever I put it, I was like, Is it okay to be, are you truly bearish if all your trades are long trades? Or are you just a professional trader? Let's go back to the pot talk. Because I am bearish, but that doesn't mean I'm going to only be putting short trades on. I trade what I see, right? And now I'm free. I'm free to do whatever I want now. Tomorrow I might be the boogity boogity bull that I've been for 8 years. I don't think I will be, but whatever happens next. I'm certainly looking to buy Funko back now that it got smoked for 10 points. I'm definitely looking to, I do like Netflix, but I think Netflix is going down another 45 points from here. So give me a reason to buy it. And again, the reason most traders lose money is they look at Netflix and they're like, oh my God, this has to be a buy. Why? Why does it have to be a buy? Just because it sold off 125 points? Why does Roku have to be a buy? Because it sold off 75 points? That makes it a buy? No. Give me a reason to buy it after it's sold off, and then it'll become a buy. For me, I wanna believe in Netflix because I like Netflix. My kids are always on it. My wife loves it, right? But the way I look at this chart, to me, it looks like Netflix has, let me show you. You're down there. I was thinking at least 249 today, so I almost got there. But if you break under that, you haven't even gone back to where the stock came from. What's going on with Ukraine? I haven't even gotten to that story yet. I haven't got into that story yet. What happened with Ukraine? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know because I watch the news only once a week. I just got caught up with I just got caught up with the Elizabeth. Cokie Roberts. So Cokie Roberts dies, and I just found out Cokie Roberts died. Awful person. I really didn't like her. Disgusting human being. But condolences to the family. What a douche. That's the news I'm caught up to. I haven't got past the Cokie Roberts moment because that was just what a great human being he is. Scumbag, loser, but condolences to the family. What a scumbag he is. I mean, damn. But I don't know about Ukraine or what happened. What, he was in Ukraine? What, did he hire some Ukrainians to do some hits or something? I don't know. But good luck getting him out of office, because if Elizabeth Warren is in the lead now, oh shit, that's awesome. All right, so we're talking about Netflix. Yeah, so for Netflix, this thing's got 232 written all over it. Now that it got down to this point, if you can't close, 267 is a monster area for Netflix right now. If you can't close over 267, within the next couple of days, you're going to sink to go test the December lows. Yeah, 235. And that's going to be the spot. Because if you can't hold that, then you're looking at, I have a 4-year spot, 4-year support for it at 206. So if you go through that 235, you'll be looking at Netflix at possibly 206. So again, you gap it down tomorrow, go green. That changes the game for me. I love reversals. I love the gap downs that are faded. But right now, the reason Roku remained a short today is because they gapped it up and then it rolled over. But now Roku is no longer a short. We are done. We're done with Roku right now until further notice, because it got under 100 and then it fought back, and now you are now flirting with the 1 minute. Again, gaps up tomorrow, breaks back under that 98.65. You might want to initiate a new short, but come on, 176 to 96 to 98 bucks. The easy money has been made on a Roku short. You know, move on. You know, you could make something on it, but you're not going to get that monster. And by the way, your MyGen is a stud. Looked like it was going to roll over, just came back. Nice. All right, so here. So that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to get it out there. My bearishness, the awfulness of what happened to me in that contest. I let some kid trade my account. He blew it up in one trade. One. So all I can offer you right now is what I'm doing right here. Learn from me as much as you can. If you find it to be worth your hard-earned money to stick with me for the next couple of years, because it's delayed, Saga Bonds. I finally figured it out. It took me a week and a half to figure out the thing, right? But my room's for free. So that's why I come on here to tell you to come into the room. My buddy's doing his 2 bits right now. He loves your VWAP. He's got intraday. He's got hourly VWAPs. He uses more VWAP than I use. And he loves it. He loves the middle of the day. I'm usually just piecing out of whatever I have left at this point. But again, my business model is that's how it is. I perform. I continue to perform. You see what you can get out of it. If you find that to be worth money, which it is, then pay. If not, you'll see me every once in a while over here, and you know. Oh, that guy's crazy on the internet, on the interweb. All right, so right now I'm actually thinking about maybe getting out of the last 300 diamonds if we break back above that level we just came from. So 268.69. I'm going to leave it at 77. My stop was at the bottom of that candle from my. It's amazing that I went right to the price. I didn't get stopped out. 268.77. If you guys want to follow along in the candles, I used the bottoms of the candles specifically right to the number. So if you look at the 1140 candle, all right, the 1140 candle on the diamonds is where we broke down from. That's when I got short, right? So I'm not going to let anything go against me. I mean, I just sacrificed $300 by not covering it down where I wanted to cover it. But the VWAP right now is 268.69. My stop is at 268.77. So they didn't get my 300 shares. I mean, I could cover now if I want to, but I'm going to let, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right now, I'm planning on staying short. But again, I don't stay short when there's no reason to be short. I could be bearish, but I'm not going to stay short a market that refuses to go down. That's what it really comes down to. So I could be wrong, but in theory, I'll be right. I could be wrong. Beyond Meat, maybe Beyond Meat stays a real company. I think the stock's a $40 company, maybe $20 at best a year from now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not short it right now. Give me a reason to short Beyond Meat again, and I will. But right now, the stock doesn't want to die. I'm not going to short it. The shorts were all those other IPOs. I mean, Chewy, Upwork, Work, you know, the whole list. And again, Smile Direct, please, people. This will be my call. I want to make sure I'm on record saying this. The company will be exposed as a fraud within 2 years, and they'll be out of business. SDC will be trading at 0.00095, and then Tim Sykes will call you to buy it. So anyway, I got a couple more announcements. I'll be in San Diego on Thursday and Friday. I'll post the link. I'm going to post it. I'll post it on StockTwits, obviously, and Twitter. And I'm going to use that YouTube post. I'll post it in there. So apparently what you're going to be able to do is click the link and you'll see the whole show. So it's, you know, Friday from 9 to 6. If you're going to sit there all day and listen to people talk about stocks. I'm coming on around 10:30, 11 o'clock. I'm going to do 15 minutes about Roku. I'm I'm just gonna twitch out, just say fake meat for 20 minutes, for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna show the Roku trade and why it was such a nice short, and the multi time frame VWAPs. I might show today's chart on the diamonds, how we got to 267.10. All I want to do is just talk about fake meat and Funko, because fake meat and Funko, I mean, both of these stocks have just drove me insane. But it's going to be live simulcasted. So after I'm done trying to wrap 25 years of knowledge into a 15-minute burst, at I think it's 5 o'clock when everybody's done talking about stocks, they're going to let me come on and just talk shit. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to say yet. I'm probably just going to rip into my wife and kids and talk about weed and tinnitus, I guess. I don't know. I'm more of a free spirit, so I'll just whatever's coming across that day, maybe I'll just make some jokes about it. But they're letting me just have free reign. Now, again, that could backfire on me because I am also there to probably make new relationships and maybe get some new clients. So I probably don't want to go near the transgender jokes or the politics or the midgets or the racism or pretty much anything. So I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure where I go with the comedy. All right. On that note, I just want to say hello. But let's do this, man. Right? Isn't that amazing? I mean, that's why I still do this, because this is the kind of stuff where I could just take a snapshot of this chart today, and there's my 15-minute presentation. It still fascinates me and keeps me energized enough where I can talk about it all day, even if I'm not feeling well and got ringing in my ears. Oh, the Boiler Room. Well, the movie was my Boiler Room was a combination of Wolf of Wall Street and Boiler Room. I was there for all of that stuff. The changing of the names of the company. You know, I work for a company called A.S. Goldman. Well, first it was Patterson Travis, Hibbert Brown, and then there was this one day where we just had a meeting. We went to another office and we sat next to one of their employees and we just swapped books. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, all right, they're going to call your clients now and you're going to call their clients. What? What the hell are you talking about? I mean, it was just the worst, man. You want to hear here's when I really realized what was going on. When I was 20 years old, I went to Vegas, tripping on acid, driving from LA through the desert while it was kicking in with my buddy Aaron. We get to Vegas, we're blitzed, having the best time of our lives, running in and out of every hotel. Whoa! Right? And in that frenzy, I noticed every slot machine was made by one company, IGT. So I went home and I called my broker, because that's what you had to do back then. Called my broker, Jan Grossman. Jan, what's up? Jan, I want to buy 300 shares of IGT. I think it was $22 a share at the time. So it was a big trade for me. I didn't have that, you know, anything over $5,000, that's a pretty big trade. And next thing you know, kicking ass. Stocks up the 30s into the 40s. Announces a 4-for-1 split. Oh my God. So there I am working for the Boiler Room, and all they're pitching is this dog shit stuff that, again, they would come in. So the guy would come in, a scientist, and they would do the dog and pony show, right? So they'd bring up, we had the retractable syringe. No, sorry. Before the retractable syringe, we had the medical waste disposal unit. So yeah, it kind of looked like a metal garbage can with this cool lid on top, right? And the idea was that you would throw your medical waste. What medical waste needs to be picked up by a medical waste disposal company, and you have to pay for that. So this was going to stop that from you having to pay for that. So the idea is now you could throw it all into this trash can, and you took this wax disc. You place the wax disc on top of the machine. That would melt the wax on top of the needles and syringes and all that junk. And according to the scientist guy, that would make it no longer medical waste, and you could now dispose of it into the normal garbage. And all that for the low, low price of a couple of $100. What doctor, what dentist wouldn't want to have one of these products, right? So we're selling the shit out of this thing, you know, calling our clients with it, right? And at the same time, I'm buying IGT from my own account, and I'm loving it. My dad owns it. My uncles are in it. We're all making money in this company. So I'm calling people, talking to them about IGT. I'm talking to the investor relations woman at International Game Technology. I'm becoming friends with her. I'm doing due diligence for real. I'm calling casinos, asking about square footage that they're dedicating to new slot machines. I'm into it. You know, I own the stock. I'm really into this. So what better to sell to my clients than something I'm familiar with, that I own and I'm passionate about, and it's going up, and the stock was doing well. So I get a guy, one of my new guys, because all we did was cold call all day, 300 phone calls a day. I get this guy on the phone, and immediately starts ripping into me about my last name. I'm like, hey, it's Kenny Glick. And going back to the A.S. Goldman thing, you would say the name, Kenny Glick from Goldman. Kenny Glick from A.S. Goldman. So they would think you're calling from Goldman Sachs or something. And Kenny Glick's Goldman. And so this guy immediately says, Glick, oh, you're one of those Jews. All right, I'll give you 5 minutes. What do you got, Glick, you fucking prick? And he starts ripping into me. He starts ripping into the Jews, ripping into me. And I'm like, I love this guy. I know for 2 minutes, he's tearing me up, and I'm pitching him some stuff. Glick, you fucking prick. It's like, you know what? I don't want to hear about that dog shit. Tell me more about that slot machine company. All right, cool. Pick me up 2,000 shares of that. What? What, Glick? What are you? You're a fucking retard? He's like, Glick, you fucking prick, pick me up 2,000 shares. Joe, it's a $23 stock. Yeah. So I'm sitting there, I've been closing pikers for $3,000 on dog shit stocks, and this guy wants to buy $50,000 worth of the slot machine company. I'm fucking shaking as I'm writing the ticket out. Oh, this is fucking awesome. I go into the office, waving this ticket around like I'm a champ. They call the manager in to the trading area. I'm like, wow, I'm thinking I'm getting complimented. Yeah, Kenny here got a $50,000 ticket for that stock that him and his dad own. Why don't we explain to him what the story is? Wow, what the story is. So what's the story? He's like, Kenny, listen, we know you are passionate about this company. We know you have other clients in it. This is a big ticket. You got a guy here that's willing to put up $50,000 into your idea. On this $50,000, we're going to give you a $120 commission, which we're going to take half of that. And after expenses and blah, 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 you're going to walk away with about, I don't know. I don't like any stock. Funko. My response to any stock is Funko. So they're going to give me basically $58 commission on a $48,000 ticket. And then he says, if you sell him Consolidated Technologies Incorporated Systems, and that, I swear to God, that was one of the name of the companies that we had. Consolidated Technologies Incorporated Systems, COTG. I mean, we had every dog shit stock in existence. Consolidated Technologies Incorporated Systems. I don't even remember what the hell this one did. Then you had the syringe and you had the medical diswaste. He's like, if you take some of that money, and put it into Consolidated Technologies, put $10,000 into COTG, and we're going to give you $3,800 in commission. Who are you looking out for, Kenny? What? So I didn't even know how to respond to that. On 10 grand, they're going to give me $3,800 commission. But the back end of that was, who are you looking out for? And if you ever took a Series 7, if you know anything about the industry, the answer is the client, right? The answer is always the client. Who are you looking out for? The client. Who are you looking out for? The client. Who are you looking out? Due diligence, the client. So I said, the client. And my manager looks at the owner of the firm. The owner of the firm looks at the trader. The trader looks at me. My manager, the owner, they're all looking at each other. And then the bell rings. Who am I looking out for? Hey. So I said, I think I'm looking out for the client. And they're basically laughing right in my face. And they said, why don't you get back on the phone and tell them more about Consolidated Technology Incorporated Systems? I'm like, but I like IGT. Why don't you get back on the phone and tell them about Consolidated Technology Incorporated Systems? He's got $50,000 he wants to put into that one stock. Convince him that he should put 5 or 10 grand to Consolidate. Okay. Yeah, Joe, yeah, you know how much I love the IGT, but I'm telling you, this thing here, and again, this is the sickest line that people would fall for. And he wasn't falling for it. He just liked me. This is what I said to him. I said, Joe, you know how much I love IGT, but put it this way. Consolidated Technologies is only $1.80 a share. Wouldn't it be easier for Consolidated to go from 180 to, let's say, 350, $4 and double your money, than IGT to go from 24 bucks all the way up to 48 to double your money? And he said, well, you got a point. And I'm thinking, it's actually not true, because stocks under 250 suck. The $24 stock has a better shot of going to 48 than the $1.80 stock has to go to 350. But there I was telling him that. I'm sorry, Joe, but we made money on Consolidated Technologies. I mean, we made money on IGT. So that was how it worked. I'm trying to legitimately buy legitimate stocks for my clients, and they were forcing me to not. And that was the game. And that was how it worked. And it sucked. But right now, I'm going to go eat lunch. I know you specialize in options. Do you mind telling any stories on your biggest? I think you know my biggest position in options. It went horribly wrong. I've told the story 1,000 times. 1,000 in the money QQQ puts, and it went completely wrong. No. I started with 200. I thought I called the top of the market in 2012. 200 more. Plus, I had like 4,000, 5,000 Qs on at the time. I maxed out every account I had all in one trade. And it was up for a good half an hour. And then absolutely got destroyed. And it took me 2 years to make that money back. That's why I'm not doing that stuff anymore. I can't go big anymore because I can't afford to have to chip away at a big loss. Now I just chip away. Just keep making a little bit. and then don't trade. And just wait for the next one. And by the way, still short the diamonds. Look at that. It's amazing. It came down to 4 cents from them getting my trade. No, I don't know. I think the market, I think it's just that it's done. It's just, it's an oil tanker just making its turn right now. I think it's going to turn and we're going to head down. And I still don't think the market's ever going to be I don't want to say ever, but a bear market where 3 years later, we're still going down. I don't think we're going to trend down. We might get shit to bed, but then I think we'll come back and inevitably break all-time highs again, and we'll be going to 35, 40,000 because there's still nowhere else to put your money. There's no interest rates. If interest rates were at 5.5%, then I think, and that's why they're keeping them low. If interest rates were 5.5% and you actually had a real alternative to putting your money to work in the market, I think then we'd have more trouble. And that's why they're keeping the market down. And the 2 o'clock fucking, it really is a thing, man. We went right up in the bear's face. And now it's starting to dissipate and we're going back to trend, which is down. Nice call on your MyGen, by the way. That's pretty good. But I look at this market as the legs being chopped up. The breadth of the market's no good. The underlying catastrophes, your Rokus, your Netflixes, I don't like it. All right, let's talk about natural gas because I have a new client and he is long the UGAS. Okay? And I tried to convince him that no matter how bullish you are in natural gas, you can't own the UGAS. And I've gone over this with a lot of people. The UGAS is not a real stock. You could trade nat gas. I forgot. What's nat gas? CL? No, I completely don't even know. What's the nat gas futures contract? UNG. Oh, NG, right. You want to trade? Trade your NGs. This guy's got $150,000 worth of UGAS. And I said to him, listen, why don't you give me $75,000? I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it even because you're about to lose half your money. Give it to me instead. And so far, down 225 since we had this conversation about the UGAS. It's not a real stock. And that, I just need to eat some food. But I also want to say a shout out to my buddy Kime, who was asking me about if I'm so bearish the market, why not buy long-term options? You know where I'm going with this, right? Why not buy long-term calls in UVXY? And I will leave it right here. UVXY is a depreciating asset built on futures contracts. It's not a real stock. Today, it acts good because we've got some enormous selling and some selling pressure, right? But you don't want to buy a depreciating instrument on a depreciating instrument. UVXY depreciates on its own. Why would you buy out-of-the-money calls 3 or 4 months down the road, which are also depreciating? If you're going to trade UVXY, live for the day. On a day like this, try to make as much as you can on it. And chances are you're not going to want to hold it overnight. And you're going to get another opportunity to buy it. If we crash overnight, so be it. And it gaps up 5 points tomorrow, you might have missed something. But you just can't own it. It's not an ownable product, just like UGAS. Because UGAS also has that same erosion. So you can't own UGAS, you can't own UVXY. And as far as I'm concerned, you can't own stocks right now. You can't. You can't own anything right now. And again, as much as I think Roku goes lower, you can't really be short that thing anymore right now. Tomorrow's a brand new day. A lot of these stocks, the easy money on the shorts have happened. That's why I'm focusing on the one mighty monster that hasn't given up much yet, which is the Dow Jones. So the Walmart, the Procter & Gamble, the Johnson & Johnson, the Home Depot, the Apple, the Caterpillar, the Cisco, collectively, they've been holding this thing together. I just think there's going to be an air pocket that needs to be filled, and it's 1,000 points. It's 10 points. I want my 10 points. I want my 1,000 points, and we'll see what happens, how we close today, and then tomorrow will be another day. And now also, I want to remind you, I will be in San Diego on Thursday and Friday. So I would not be surprised if this market's tanking while I'm up on the stage talking about how I think the market could be tanking, and I won't have anything, I won't even have any trades on. That would be probably my nightmare coming true. As I'm sitting there with a microphone talking about these levels, well, I think it's going to, and next thing you know, we're down 950 points, and I'm up on stage talking nonsense. That's probably what's going to happen. And it's going to happen on a Friday where you could have had some nice, beautiful weekly options. And that's why I'm mortified at what I did with the Roku. I nailed that trade, but I did not milk it for what it was worth. And I'm going to stew about that Roku, because that, man, it was the tinnitus. I was shot. I partied Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I mean, my head wasn't right. And it was just, I decided to get out. I wanted to just go lay down. I came back and Roku just shit the bed. And it could have been not life changing, but car changing, I guess. Could have bought a car with that. It's a year's worth of college that I left on the table in one day, and it hurts, man. I'm not over Macho Grande. I'll never get over Macho Grande. I will never get over that Roku trade from Friday, ever. 40-cent options that went to like $20 basically after I got out. Sickening. I don't like looking at options more than a day or two away, because I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Like, for instance, if I think Beyond Meat's going down another 60 points 3 months from now, I'm not going to go buy 3 months out. I'm just going to wait for it to start to go down and trade it while it's happening. Because let's say you buy the $100 put 3 months out and it slowly does go down. You should be able to make something, but the price you pay might be so expensive, and you're losing all that time and volatility and beta and theta and the iota and the lambda and the omega moves, that you don't even make any money. That's why even on the Roku, when I got it right, I had a freaking put spread on. So after 120, I wasn't even making any more money because I had the 130, 120 like an idiot. Right. Yeah. I mean, that left way too much money on the table, and I'm still hurting over it. Just live for the day, man. Tomorrow's going to be a brand new day. For all my bearishness, tomorrow could be just a great upside day. Gap it down and, rock and roll. So what are you talking about? Impeachment? Is this thing actually happening? You want to put it in perspective for a second. Did you guys watch the Gary Hart movie? Gary Hart, I kind of liked him. I was young at the time. There's something about Gary Hart. I liked him. I like Gary Hart, right? And then I don't know if he had a real affair, right? Or he had an affair on his wife. Let's say he had an affair on his wife. And his career was over. Now we got a pussy-grabbing sexual deviant. And we've had, we could throw Clinton in there. He was not a good guy. But if you're going to impeach a guy, they tried to get Clinton on a blowjob. They couldn't do it. So they're trying to impeach Trump because he's a scumbag? I mean, is that an impeachable offense? I don't know. It's fake meat. It's fake meat. That's fake meat is the answer to everything. Fake meat is the answer to all of your questions. Fake meat is the answer to all of your dreams. Fake meat. Nothing makes sense. Rational thought certainly doesn't make sense in the market, right? If rational thought had any part of the market right now, we'd be at what? 17,000 maybe? 500? 17,000, 18,000 tops? Oh, yeah. And now that I'm older and I have my own kids and I have a whole life and responsibilities and stuff, I have to imagine every generation had that moment of what the fuck is going on, right? Imagine duck and cover. Imagine you were in school and you had to be taught that a nuclear bomb might hit. Get under your desk. That had to be some fucked up times. And then you had the Cuban Missile Crisis, where the bombs were, where the missiles were right there. And then growing up in the 50s and 60s. I saw somebody said, wouldn't it be great if we could just go back to the 50s and 60s where politics was black and white and you could blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you could also beat your wife and tell her to shut up and to put her in the kitchen and keep your mouth shut, and that was okay. So the reason society is fucked up now, in my opinion, is that there's this idea that we need to be politically correct, where our president is the least politically correct person on earth. So where are you supposed to go with that? Am I a pussy grabber or am I in the Me Too movement? I don't know. All I know is if I had a real job, I'd be fired because I would be in human resources every day, because you can't either you're grabbing the pussy or you're just complimenting a woman. Somewhere in there, you're doing something wrong. Because I'm very complimentary. I'm a big flirt, man. I'm a big flirt, and I would be in a lot of trouble. Hey, Susan, you're looking great today. Did you do something to your hair? I gotta go to sensitivity training because I complimented the woman about her hair. Because again, if Susan thinks I'm good looking and I say that her hair looks good, everything's fine. But if Susan thinks I'm a creep and I'm saying, hey, Susan, your hair looks good, next thing you know, I'm being reported and I got to go to sensitivity training. That's why society blows. What's up, man? So, yeah, I mean, right now we're just got 300 shares of the diamonds on, not really doing much. Again, I was criticizing the other guy for not talking about stocks. There really isn't anything to do. We had that nice spike up to the VWAP, which was pretty cool. But I do have a phone call I need to take. But stick around, man. I'm gonna let it run because I'll just let it run. I got to eat some lunch, and maybe we'll see something at 3 o'clock. But guys, I'm going to invite you one more time. So I'll be here tomorrow, and then Thursday I'm going to San Diego. Friday I'll be in San Diego. We're going to do a live simulcast from San Diego. And then, next week, next thing you know, we're in October. Then we got earnings season, and let's make this next 3 or 4 months really awesome. And then take the 35 of you guys. We'll get it up to 50, and we'll get up to 100. We'll get up to 1,000, and then I'll get bullhorns and all kinds of stuff, and I'll take YouTube back, and I'll help you guys make money for the next 2 or 3 years. And then again, I will challenge anybody on YouTube, and I'll put this challenge out there, even though I look like an idiot because I let some kid blow my account up. I put this challenge out there to anybody who does YouTube programming. I will put up $20,000 of my own money to show you and everybody on YouTube that I'm the greatest trader. All right? I don't want your money. If you beat me in some kind of contest, I will give you the money. I want you to shut your channel down, admit you know nothing, and give me all your subscribers. That's all I want. So if you want to accept that challenge, I'm willing to trade you in any capacity. No low cap bullshit stocks, no penny stocks. Real stocks, real time. It doesn't even have to be real money. Whatever you want to do. No one's going to put out as many good ideas as I can. Nobody. And I'm willing to put money up to challenge you. But I want you to shut your channel down, admit you know nothing, and go away. And give me YouTube back. All right? That's all. Again, I'm not the smartest guy. I blew my account up 3 times, almost 4 times. But Walmart is a buy now. So that's it. I'll show up every day. We'll get this thing going organically again. 50 people, 100, 200, 250 people. We'll smoke some pot. We'll grab some pussies. We'll have some fun. And I'm going to put out, I don't know if I told you, I dug out some, you guys want swag? Look at this. Look at this. This is the original. My original website, my original shirt. You can't find this font anymore. These are the originals from 2006, I think. Oh, wait, I had the hat. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, my God, Dina. Yeah. I had a new Dina. I like brunettes better than blondes. But Dina, she became a pill pusher. She went on, she used her charm and her good looks to work for a pharmaceutical company. Her parents are brain surgeons, and I'm not just saying brain surgeons. Both of her parents are surgeons. She never has to work ever. I haven't spoke to her in a while, but yeah, she was working for some pharmaceutical company, and she's launching now her own brand of cosmetics now or something like that. Yeah. By the way, your MyGen's still looking good. Nice call. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Just want to take YouTube back. I don't think anybody could do what I do, and I'm going to prove it in the next 3 or 4 months or the next couple of years. Hopefully you guys spread the word. Again, summertime, it's just a bunch of yammering bullshit, but, you know, I'll try to keep it entertaining. I wanted to engulf her candle. Oh, sorry. I wanted her to engulf my candle. I was very long on her, and I wanted her to take a position on how long I was as she engulfed my candle. Yes, all that. I need more scanners. Scanners. See, it used to be I could switch to the chart on the fly. They got rid of that. So, and the reason I don't have the thing is it's a 30-second delay. I don't want to talk about stocks on 30-second delay, but we're actually going to find a trade. I want it to be live. So again, all you got to do is click a couple extra buttons. You could find me in the room. Plus, you get entertained by my friend. He's you know, this guy. I've taught this guy over the last 7 years about VWAP, and he's taken it and created his own little genre about it. He's got hourly VWAP, 15-minute to the hourly. I mean, he codes. That's all he does now. It's amazing. But if my friends out there watching me about the UGAS, come on, I'm telling you, it's not a real stock. If you wanna be in that gas, go futures. Anyway, DGAS was one of our good accounts. Sorry, DGAS was one of our good trades today as it went green. It's a long day. So let me eat. I'll be back. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for everybody stopping by. You know, again, I'll start doing it on a more regular. Gonna be a short. Nah, I'm not a fan of any IPOs coming out this year. I'm bearish everything right now. Funko, fake meat. Not a fan of the market. Not a fan of any IPOs coming out. I'm just staying liquid right now with a bias to the short side. For now. That could all change 3 days from now. But for now, I'm sticking. I'm very comfortable in my bearishness right now. I love being a bear because I feel like I'm doing something that the majority of people aren't embracing, even though on YouTube, if you're a doom and gloomer, that's where you get the most views. But I truly am bearish right now. And I'm just, I'm not going to be stupid about it. I'm just going to, riding this trade right now. And that's about it. Again, I got nothing on. I got nothing on. I got no positions on. I got 300 diamonds short from a pretty damn good price. And that's about it right now. But that is it. I mean, I own nothing. Cloudflare. The only good thing about Cloudflare is that it kept getting bought on every dip. So today, if it can't close above VWAP, that might be over too. But right now, 19 is a big spot. If it pulls back to 19 and holds it, ain't bad. So anyway, by the way, I don't wear these. I'm gonna wear this now as part of the show because it's freaking hilarious. I'm actually gonna get some ketchup stains and just drop some food on it to make it more authentic. Yeah, you're not gonna catch me out of the house with one of these bad boys on. Holy shit, Netflix still going down. I'm telling you, man. Again, this is what people get in trouble. I can't stop talking about stocks. It's these massive falls on stocks, right, that get people bullish. Why? Just because you like Netflix and the stock's fallen from 380 to 250, that makes it a good buy? No, it doesn't. This thing breaks under 250 today. You got 29 more points to go down. I don't know if you're being serious or not, but I have a rap song. I would drop. I can't rap, but I could just make noises in the background. I'll put a couple of hell yeahs in there. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I've always wanted to have that job. Here, wait. Did you see my rap? You've seen my rap song. Come on. No crying and trading, baby. I sampled, what's his name? Craig Mack, I got in there. I got, man, only 13,000 views. Come on, everybody, watch this thing 1,000 times today. Get me up to 15,000 views. There you go. Again, this is I'm not proud of a lot of things I've done on YouTube. That one was a lot of fun. All right, enjoy that. I'm going to go get some lunch. I'll be back. We only got an hour left, so I'll let it run. I mean, it's just going to be looking at a blank room, but you guys want to look at my new toys? Look at this thing. It's a freaking bank. Look at the work on this stuff. These cost 20, 25 bucks. They're piggy banks too. That's some good work for 25. I mean, you go out and get, the ones that are made out of a different material, they're plastic. But this is decent work for 20, 25 bucks. And that's the old school Thanos, not the new Thanos, which stinks. And guys, I want to tell you one more thing. Speaking of toys, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I don't want anymore. So join the room. Sulu, I'm going to meet him next week. Oh my. Oh my. Speaking of Sulu, check this out. I got my sealed Migo Kirk. This is the cheap one. I might get there's like 8 varieties of it. Yeah. My wife's After 20 years, actually 25 years, I've been with the same woman. She's starting to realize how much of a nerd I really am. Took you this long? All right, I'm gonna go eat. Yeah. So yeah, we got San Diego, Comic-Con, Grateful Dead shows, live simulcast, all kinds of cool shit happening. All right, go tell 2 friends, and I'll be back in half an hour. We are the coolest. We're the coolest. I think it might be better to shut it and then come back. Just like a young man. Jiggity jack, y'all. Ho! Whoa, UBXY. Shit. Looking good here for the Bulls. Actually, I gotta call this guy about his you guys. Hey, see you later. Holy mackerel, White. Yo, you still hanging out? Thanks. Yeah, so I think what I'll try to do, if you guys are still hanging, I'll come on here, try to get you guys to swing on over to what we're doing in the other room. I want you to see what my guys invented new stuff. I mean, it's pretty cool. The hourly VWAP, I don't even use it. He loves it. He swears by it. Because usually I'm out. You know, by 12 o'clock, most of my trades are over. So I don't even want to know where the hourly VWAP is. But guys, I'm telling you, this UVXY not going away today. The last thing you want to see is UVXY staying strong into the close while the market's getting weaker. That implies we have more selling to be done. And if you're out there watching the program, which I think that you might be, get out of the you guys. I'm telling you, even if you're right, you're going to be wrong. If it falls 30%, it's that much more. It has to now pop just to get your money back. Don't own it. I'm telling you. And the only reason I mention UVXY is because it's very rare to see it hold the bid like this into the close. So I'm still not even suggesting that you hold it overnight because it still disintegrates. But if there was ever a moment in time to be short this market and long UVXY and own silver and gold, it's right at this moment, right here. I think you're agreeing with me from YouTube. What's up? Hey, what's up, Solid? You guys hear me all right? Anybody still hanging? Just spreading the gospel to YouTube. Okay. I guess you guys are here.
Imminent destruction.
I'm in the imminent crash camp. Yeah. What I was just talking about on YouTube, I'm still on, is that UVXY, not only does it never go green and stay green, but now we've rallied, pulled back, rallied, pulled back, rallied, and we might be closing at the high of the day. You just don't see this in bull markets. You got your dash for trash. You got Pier 1, Francesa, and MIK. That's all I need. There's three, right? Mark, follow me. Come back to the room. Yell at Mark. I gotta get all of you guys off of YouTube and come into the room. Come on, it's so much easier. I could talk to all of you at the same time. You're seeing UVXY doing something extraordinary right now. No, I like silver better than the gold. You know, I'm just anti-gold still. I don't know. I was never a huge fan of it. You know, I feel that it got into almost like a fad, gold. So did silver, but I thought gold became more of a fad. And plus, I don't know. If I look at a silver coin and a gold coin, I like silver coins better, even though they're worth, you know. What's gold now? How much is gold now? No, I'm not. I'm just short the diamonds right now. I missed the UVXY re-entry, but yeah, tomorrow, if these things follow through, I think this market's going down 3 to 4, 5, maybe 7. Tomorrow could be the day. I mean, you got UVXY rallying into the close, silver closing at the high, gold closing at the high, market sort of closing at the lows. And we do have 25 minutes left. But UVXY at the highs of the day is a UVXY is the one I use. UVXY. You got VIX. You also have ones that are specifically dedicated to the NASDAQ. I'm not sure which ones they are. You guys know about those? They're volatility indexes. Oh, yeah, I don't watch the news. I watch the news once a week. I heard something about Ukraine and impeachment. I'm not really paying attention. I don't think that's why it was selling off. This market hit a top the day of the Fed. And once we couldn't break out, the sellers showed up again. That's all this is right now. Now, the question is, do we follow through to the downside? If we close below 267.10, that's a big moment. We're 35 cents away from possibly staying bearish. UVXY rallying into the close, and the diamonds closing below a 1 month VWAP. It's a big moment right here. No, I guess. Yeah, I mean, eventually I've been talking about this for 2 years, but I will get those silver coins made. I'm probably going to do it for the holidays. I'm going to make Glick coins or something, just give them out to my nieces and nephews. You never know what to buy these kids anyway. Here's $40 worth of gold coins with my face on it. Give me something to short. How about Beyond Meat? Yeah, wow, look where Beyond Meat is right now. Look. Beyond Meat is, you're still a shorter 150, 153. If it can't close above that today, you still got to be thinking this thing's going lower. Let's see if we can get some levels on this thing. 56. 75. This is a huge spot for Beyond Meat if you guys are interested. You roll over here. Tomorrow could be the kiss of death finally. 137.11. 136.26. Let's factor in the rest of this stuff. 150, 140, 153. And no way. Oh my God, look at this chart on Beyond Meat and all the multiple. This is its lifetime VWAP right now. We're here. Tomorrow's going to be make or break for this stock, I think. Either it bounces again and stays in that 160 to 140 range, or tomorrow we break down and we break down those double candles, and then you fill this gap. 120.76. And I'm telling you, if the market crashes, they're going to take this thing right down with it, and you'll see this thing down 20 points tomorrow. 120.76. And that's not even that's not the end of it, of course. 120.76. Let's put a mark right there. That's our target for the next sell-off. But you got to get through that 130. Do some quick math here. So take these two candles. 137.11. 136.26 and divide by 2. Add those two together, divide by 2. That's your support for tomorrow. And then if you break that, I think you're going to head down. You only have this area right there. So that's that 132. Yeah, this is gonna be a good short tomorrow. And then you got nothing. You got nothing. The real area for this stock is 97 bucks. So let's go through that, right? So let's say we're bearish on the Beyond Meat, right? So tomorrow we break through the multi-day VWAP. We're closing below it. This is, I believe, the lifetime VWAP. Let me just make sure. I want to go to the furthest thing I can find. Yeah, this is lifetime VWAP on Beyond Meat. This is huge, people. Huge. We sell off tomorrow and this thing rolls over. You break, first thing you're going to have to do is break today's low, right? So 139.07 will be important tomorrow. And if that doesn't hold, now we're going back to those 1 month lows, which were, sorry, it's actually, wow, it's been more than a month since we shorted this stock. Unbelievable. Basically a month. So what month are we in? September? October? Yeah, it was a month ago and a week. You break that low, there's nothing under this thing. I think you're going down 35, 40 more points. Yeah, baby. Hey, look, even if we get 4 or 5 points out of it, I'll take it. I'm looking for this thing to be a really nice short tomorrow. Oh, I hope they gap this thing up. That's beautiful. You got nothing holding this stack from going once it breaks down. 120, what is that price again? 120.76, and then the high water, this high candle, 108.67 from June 13th. That's where you're going. 108.67. And then when that doesn't hold, the real area of support, you got bottoms of the candles right there, 2 tops, 3 tops of the candle. That's your real area. That it's basically this 517 candle. So 97 bucks. You're gonna see this Beyond Meat at 97 bucks. That's gonna be my next big trade. I'm gonna hammer this thing. So let's price out some options while we're here. So we think Beyond Meat. Now, and again, this is where people get messed up. Just because you think it's going to 97 in the next couple of weeks, you don't go buy a $97 November put. If it starts to happen, get involved tomorrow with the short-term expiration. So you're going to be looking at the 139. I don't know if there are 139s, but the 140s for maybe next week. So tomorrow we'll be looking at 140s, 380. Not bad. You got the 130. You got dollar increments, which is awesome. Gives us more chances of success. You can even do some short-term put spreads. So if you're buying a 140 at 380, and you can get 180 for 134. Let's do some quick math. Let's say you buy 380 out, 180 in. That's how you do max loss. You out spending 380, you're taking in 180. So obviously, how much can you lose? Do the math. 380 minus 180 is, anybody? Math? That's your max loss. Max gain, let's say the stock goes to 134. So your 140s are now worth 6 that you paid 380 for. So that's 420 plus the $1.80 that you keep. So do that math, and there's your risk reward. And then if you don't want to do a put spread, those 140s tomorrow, man, if this thing starts rolling over, just buy them. They'll be. Let's say this thing opens up 142.50. These 140s will be down at like 275, maybe 3. Then if we get the trade to set up, immediately buy them. I don't care if you pay up 20 cents, 30 cents. Just don't send a market order. Send limit 380, 10 contracts, 3,800 bucks. This thing drops 5 points. You sell 5 contracts for $6, and then you hold. And then you put a stop at 4. So I trade for tomorrow. And then hopefully we get a Roku, and the thing just fucking tanks 40 points, and you You got options that you bought for $3.80 and you're selling them at $25. That'd be awesome. So that's a nice. There's one. Obviously, diamonds. See what happens tomorrow with the market. I'm liking Funko on the buy side again. Still kind of digging this thing. I like how it sold off again today. Sucking everybody out of their money again. But, you know, traveling below its 9-month VWAP, that's an ugly looking chart. Really isn't much to see here. Let's see, 9-month VWAP and then your 1 year. Your 1 year is 2093. So this is a big spot for the stock too. And you want to see something cool? Take a look at Funko, 2-year VWAP, 1794. And then take a look at the candle on 3/17/19, your low print, 1775. Yeah, again, that's if you look at that 1775 area, going back to the beginning of 2019, you could see some support there. And quickly, the 2-year VWAP does all that math for you, gives you 1794. I'd say you'd have some support. It just looks like you got some. This is a big moment right here. I mean, this spot right here, $20. So if we break down, you're going to 18. 18, I might have to buy the stock because then I've got limited risk. If I'm buying this thing at 18, I'm wrong about it. You're talking about, I mean, you got some decent support, you know, $1.40 away. Hang on, I might have a trade for us. Fran, 340. Yeah, look at that disgusting spread. But the other ones are moving today. Did you guys see what Pier 1 did today? PIR. PIR and three of these are just absurd. Fran, MIK, and PIR. But PIR, which looked like it was going to be the first one to roll over and die, goes up 100% in a week. But here, look at this Fran. I mean, if this thing didn't have a 35-cent spread and it was only 10 minutes left in the day, I probably might have got involved there at 1180. But these illiquid short squeezies are still happening. And look at this market rallying into the close, you bastard. So yeah, I'm looking at Beyond Meat for a short tomorrow. Again, this will be all depending on how the day pans out. But you come in with 3 or 4 ideas, 3 or 4 things tend to emerge, and there's your day. I mean, does anybody looking at our first trade of the day was D-Gas going green? Come on. You made a quick point on that one. You know, it's up 5 points now. Forget about it. I mean, just not even using, let's say you didn't even use charts today. D-Gas, diamonds, Qs, UVXY. No explanation needed. And that's why VWAP is so amazing, because when the market spiked up on the diamonds at 2 o'clock, I mean, we went right back to the 1 minute. By the way, Fran, I mean, I can't give you a bad idea. It's like I try to find something that won't work. Again, I'm not in the trade because I'm not going to buy these illiquid bullshit stocks with 10 minutes left in the day, because if it doesn't go right, there's no way you want to hold on to this dog shit overnight. But the dog shit is moving now. These garbage. I mean, what is Pier 1 doing up here? But there you go. There's a typical, you know, short squeeze. Things breaking $12 late in the day. The shorts are like, you know what? I can't stay short. And they have to cover. And then there's no liquidity. You get a 50-cent pop. And there it went. Yeah, come on in. It's well, we're changing the password in like 6 days. So hit thebid.com. Put in your information. You got to use a real email address and a phone number, and then the password. You believe this, friend? It's like I can't mention bad things. I never mention something that's a lot of people don't realize. People don't realize I just mention stocks and they go. Look at it, 70 cents on a $12 break. Are you kidding me? It's never that easy. It's because nobody did that trade just now. Nobody on earth bought Fran at 1180 just now. It just went up $1. You're breaking my heart. I mean, come on. I just picked it right off the scanner because we were just talking about these Pier 1, MIK, and Fran wasn't really doing much, and then suddenly it just made up some lost time by spurting $1 here at the end of the day. Wow. So yeah, if you go to the website, go to hitthebid.com, Warlock Rules with a capital W is the password. Hang out. You know, I'm only going to be here tomorrow, one more day, and then I'm going to do my thing in San Diego. But my partner in crime will be there. He articulates this stuff equally as fantastic as I do. And you get to see his levels also, the 1 hour, the hourly stuff. And, you know, again, if whatever he does interests you also, he does, you know, some tutelages, sessions, and all that kind of stuff. The reason I don't want to do it on YouTube with the charts is that it was like a 35-second delay. I'm going to try to schedule it. I'm a non-schedule kind of person. I do a live show every day. That's my scheduling. From 9:15 to 12 o'clock, I'm live on my website. So if you go to hitthebid.com, what I'm doing here, what I'm talking to on the microphone, they're seeing my charts and my scanners and all that fancy stuff you see on the other YouTube channels. I just don't want to use a half a minute delay. Because if I'm actually going to throw some ideas out there for you, I'd rather be on a half a second delay, not a half a minute delay. Half a second is half a second. But thanks for stopping in. So tomorrow we got a couple of lists. Also, now's the time of the day we got to look at who's reporting earnings. So we're not in the main earnings season yet, but we're getting like 4 to 5 different companies that do report. And what's great about our style, all we need is 4 or 5 companies reporting. Generally, one of those will reverse. And this morning we had a reversal. I've never traded it before in my life. CarMax, KMX, you got your gap, you got your VWAP break, you got your rollover, and you got your pretty good short trade on it today. And then, you know, look, it actually became a decent long multi-day broke back to your 1 minute. So really nice trade from before on the short. And then obviously diamond short, UVXY long, pretty sweet trade. And, you know, looking at the day now, hindsight, should have went with the Qs too. Qs, I believe, were green at one point today, right? Wow. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I had no idea. I mean, you can't do it all. You just can't. Wow. Amazon down 50. Wow. 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 PCG, what the fuck? Oh my Lord, look at that chart. Oh my God. Why is nobody chirping about this drop? Oh my God. Oh. It's my money right there. Damn. That's gorgeous. What's nice about what we're looking at right now on this chart on the PCG for you guys that don't have my charts up, it attempted to break a level where normally you'd want to be covering your shorts, but it got to it, didn't break it, and then rolled over. And then 1164, it triggered a new short. And then at 1130, even triggered another new short. Oh, no, sorry. Actually, it would have been, 1163. 1163 was your trigger. 1163 to 1050. That's pretty sweet. Little trade there to end the day off. Wow. Fran would have been nice. Look at this thing hanging in there too. That's what's crazy about these low cappers, these low cap, they're so easily manipulated by the guys that are doing the manipulation. I mean, think of it as 100,000 shares traded. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 1 million shares. Still, very thin stock. Look how it's closing at the highs of the day. Incredible. I could have picked any stock to mention, but I managed to pick this one, and it goes up $1.15. Yeah, and I did a zero about it. So Overstock, it tried to roll over and die, and it held. So tomorrow, I am going to be crazy to say this, but that I'm looking for as a buy. You know, tomorrow I'll be looking at Overstock as a possible buy because it stayed green today. Now, obviously, I'd love to see it gap down tomorrow. Tomorrow's VWAP, that $12 number is going to be big because that's going to be tomorrow. Combine that with today's 1 minute. Yeah, that 1195 to 1210 area is going to be sweet. So if we gap down below that and you get a squeeze, that could be a decent trade. And again, decent for me on a $12 stock. We're buying some of that Overstock at 1198 and we get to 1250 on it. It's a day's pay. Really, Fran? Good. Give me a symbol. I'll just mention, see if I could get it to go up $1. I mean, I could have picked any stock. Why? How does this happen every day for 20 years? Crazy. All right, so tonight we do have something to look at. Yeah. We got Cintas, S-T-A-S. So what you want to do is you want to check volume. It's a $252 stock with 500,000 shares trading on it before they report. Chances are we're not going to be looking at this one. We will glance at it just in case there's a gap that needs to be filled, but usually not going to be one that we go to. How about CMTL? Not a lot of volume. Never heard of it. Keep an eye on it. Under $30. ISR. 41 cents. No, thank you. And then, of course, Nike. Yes. And that'll be the one that we go for. So I guarantee we will trade Nike at least 3 times tomorrow. We will get the first trade wrong, as we usually do, because we get a little bit too antsy, and then it makes its range, and then we get the winning trade. Usually the first trade is that tough one where you want to kind of anticipate the move, and you might get it wrong. Usually it's that first 15 minutes of chop, and the stock makes its mind up, and you get a decent trade out of it. So we'll stick around. I'll stick around. We'll see how Nike comes out and what the gap is, and I'll show you how we play our gap fades and our gaps. Hey, this one's a real stock too, SNX. So we got some stocks to watch. Not bad. So put them on the ticker. All right. I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to actually watch BlackBerry. I want to see if it goes to $5 tomorrow. All right. So CTAS. Put it in the scanner. CMTL. ISR was the penny stock. Nike. And SNX. And we're ready to rock. Oh my God. Where some of these stocks have gone to? What happened to Workday? Wasn't this $210 on Friday? Holy moly. Yeah, this was 210 just 2 weeks ago. Here's another stock going down. This stock's got 15 more points to go on the downside. All right, let's look at the king, Nike. Now's the only time I put the TV on. So the headline reads, stocks close in the red on impeachment talk. They just got to give it a name. It's not why we're going down. We were going down today, whether there was an impeachment talk or no talk. This financial media is, they got to come up with a name. Everything needs a name. So I'm crazy. I went home with 300 diamonds. This is day 3 now. I'm sticking with those last 300. Man, that's some bright shit right there. Whoa. So speaking of racism, are these racist? Right? These are like deemed racist now, right? Even though they're classic salt and pepper shakers that every family had in their house, like in the 70s. When my grandmother died, you know, she made a box of stuff that I always liked in her house. Go to jail for these now, right? What are you doing? Blackface. So you guys get the link to the failed traders thing, because that's everybody should read this thing for $4. It's really great. I mean, every trade that you've ever lost money on is written about in that book. You already have a triple top at the whole number. So that's interesting. UVXY plummeting in the aftermarket. That's interesting. Thing buried. I don't think Nike came out yet, right? It's just bouncing around. I will. Yeah, you mean on the up? Well, which one are you talking about? By the way, do you believe what Fran did into the close? Jesus. Well, actually, here, look at there's one guy running into the number, right? This CMTL. Whoa, CMTL's at 5. So that'll be interesting tomorrow. Not a lot of volume. That'll probably give back a chunk. And Nike will probably be the one we want to focus on. Let me go get a drink. I'll be back in a second. Wow, when did AMD get back under $30? Well, wow, this market really got hammered. Look at Fran. I mean, are you kidding me? I picked this one off the trash heap at the end of the day here. It goes up $1.70. Gotta be kidding me. On the market, yeah. If we want to reshort tomorrow, we want to gap up, we want UVXY to gap down, we want to see the exact replica of what we saw today happen tomorrow. Because then if it follows through and we break today's low, then we're going to get more cascading down.
ISG. If it goes over $5.40, they take it away from you. Other than that, you're fine. It's just a hedge position. If it stays under 5 for the next 3 weeks, you get to keep the money. Over 5, they take it away. They take it away from you, but you sold the options for 50 cents. China. Well, at the end of the day, why would you be trading anything, really? I'm just looking at Nike, but I guess they'll release their numbers in like 2 minutes. Sometimes they wait for 4:15. But for what you got, CMTL definitely came out. That thing popped already. Yeah. And this is what I do. Oh my God. What do you want me to look at here? No, I'm not interested in any stocks right now. I'm short 300 diamonds, and that's the only position I have on. I'm not even in, Funko or IN. I'm not in anything. I got stopped out of. I had AAOI. I was up $600. I wound up giving it all back. I'm in 300 diamonds right now, short from today. Here comes the Nike. There's a real player at 88 holding this thing back. So if it doesn't break 88 when the earnings are released, and if it pulls back and then breaks 88, not a huge fan of trading the aftermarket. You understand lack of liquidity and all that, but 88 just put up a fight. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles just hit 88. This thing breaks 88. You got to think it's going. And there it goes. What? Okay, can I have some at 88 now? Oh, can I get some at 88? Oh, I can't fight the machines? Oh, shit. Oh, it's at 91.60 now. Yeah, anybody get any 88? Oh, wait, it's coming back. Oh, shit. Somebody bought it at 88. It wasn't me. You son of a mother. I would be selling it at 91 right now if I did get some at 88. Well, you know what number's significant now? 88, because it's coming right back to it. One monster candle. If it comes back to 88 and 88 becomes support, then you could buy it and use only 50 cents of risk. or just watch and plot your strategy for tomorrow like a good trader should. Trading in the aftermarket is, I mean, it's closest to gambling as you can get, where risk reward is consistently against you. I mean, it's great when it works. For instance, if you would have got some at 88, but there was no chance to react that quickly. No, I'm in the all stocks to zero camp right now. I'm really bearish, and I think we're about to go down, 815 more points from here, except for Nike, of course. Wow. Well, that would have been nice at 88. I would have sold at least 80% of it at 91, and now I'd be thinking about holding the last little bit with 90 as an out. But now the spike level that it just spiked down to, that'll be significant tomorrow. The top of this level will be significant wherever it tops out. Tomorrow's 1 minute multi-day will be obviously coming into play, so forth and so on. Markets rallying in the aftermarket because of Nike, squashing some fears. Fake me? That's my answer to all questions I don't really answer to. How come the financials didn't dump more given the bonds? The real question is, how's the market still up here? That's the real question. How is this smoke and mirror game continuing to go on and on and on? They're not ready to go. That's the end of the story. I mean, they're just, nobody wants to give up. Wow. So let's take a look at the other one. 92. So 4-point move on the 88 break on Nike. If you call it any. What do we got also? What was it? CSNX. Completely illiquid, but going higher. And CTAS. Yeah, I'm back in the bear camp. You're not going to get me out of it. I'm not even going to pretend anymore. I really hate the market. And I think what you saw in the last 2 weeks is an indication of what's to come. I think the Roku, your Netflixes, your crowds, your IPOs getting hammered. I think that's just this is just the tip of the iceberg. And again, I just want a nice cleansing 1,000, 1,500 points to the downside of the Dow. Let's get it over with. If we try to rally and fail and roll over, we're going to go down some more. I've got some levels that I think we can fall to. But once again, it's hard to fight this market. It really is. Virtually impossible, really. That's why I've been just staying liquid and just trying to make what I can on the day. Yeah, where did Roku close? Roku closed at, I believe, the 1 minute. Let me see. Yep. So again, that's bearish. Remember, obviously it went down 4 more points today, but the stock just fell from 176 to 100 and hasn't been able to bounce more than 2 or 3 points. That's bad. This stock's done. Done. So basically what I do, after the numbers come out, I look for the knee-jerk reaction on Nike. Obviously, it was a knee-jerk reaction higher. So I'll put a line on the price that it spiked to. So that's 91.60, right? So 91.60 will be significant tomorrow. Hold on a second. And then it tried to sell off, and it caught a bid at. And that's an easy price to remember. 89.89. It's a weird price. 89.89. Put a mark there. And then it rallied, broke a new high, 92.42. And there is now, we're starting to form our range. So if Nike gets through that, let's say Nike opens up today at 91, tomorrow at 91.62. Let's say it chops around, but it never rolls over and breaks the bottom of that spike down price, 89.89, chopping around, and then starts to rally. You'll probably have a little VWAP action in there tomorrow morning. But then something that I don't normally talk about is the ones that gap and go. Usually I'm a gap fader, but sometimes these stocks don't fade. They chop around, form a new base, and then bust out. So that 92.42, if it breaks there, obviously you're going to be looking at 92.50. You get through a 92.50, that's usually a trigger price. This thing could be up, 7 or 8% tomorrow. Gets through 92.50, you're probably looking for it to be a buy. Now you kind of have a new range that formed right here. You kind of got 3 candles almost at 91. Let's see, 91.13, 91.20, and 91.16. So usually you want to take the 3 of those candles, divide by 3. That's your level. Let's call it 91.14, which you're basically flirting with right now. That'll be significant tomorrow. So I plot my ranges, and then I see how the stock opens up tomorrow. You'll get some decent VWAP. The reason I trade earnings reports is that the days when they report earnings, you're going to get tenfold the amount of volume. And obviously, we're using volume weighted average price, which works better when there's more volume. Men, thank you. Don't forget to tip your bartenders. And if you're drinking, don't drive. And if you're driving, don't drink. And if you're in San Diego by some strange occurrence on Thursday or Friday, call me, text me. It's legal there. And I'll take a Xanax or something to alleviate the ringing in my ears, and we'll go partying. Smoke and mirrors, fatty. Nah, it doesn't matter whether the economy is booming or not. It doesn't matter. We'll see. Tomorrow it'll be all about Nike. I'm sure we'll be looking at overstock and, our handful of, 7 to 10 that we trade. Hey, D-Guys and you guys haven't been too bad lately. They've been following through. And, UVXY, I blew the trade. Looking back, 2,000 shares at $25, making $300 on the trade. Turns out it could have been a pretty sick day. But, again, you're not ever thinking that this thing's ever going to go up 2 points on because it never does. All right, on that note, thank you, Solid Jello, and anybody who's still hanging out. We got some ideas for tomorrow. Obviously, we'll be watching Nike. I, keep an eye on it for the next. Usually, I watch till 5 and see what they say in the conference call. It looks like, again, you might have topped out already, but you're coming down to this level and you keep touching it. If this was live session, I'd be thinking possible short Nike at that break. So you're talking about 91.15, and you would have to use the top of the range as your out. So it would be a 91.15 short. Your target's 89.89, and your out would be breaking back above that 91.50, 91.62 area. So 91.50, risking 50 cents to try to make $2.65, $1.75. Oh, by the way, we haven't even talked about football. I'm on fire. To me, football betting is just like the market. I'd rather focus my attention on the losers than the winners. So we know the Jets suck. You're betting against the Jets every week, right? Didn't work. And the spread was freaking huge, and they kind of blew it. But Again, I put in a tease with the other the Cowboys. Miami's awful. Jets are awful. The Giants kind of ruined everything by winning that game. It would have been a fantastic weekend, but still sticking with the anti-Jets, anti-Giants, anti-Miami, some teasers. We came out ahead for the day. It would have been a lot better if the Giants would have lost that game. I actually even, when they went ahead, I was like, all right, now they're going to choke. I put more on the Tampa Bay, and when he missed that field goal, it's like that was unbelievable. But good for the Giants. It's about time they got a break their way. Didn't really cost me much, but I love that live betting. It's so much fun. But we've been anti-Pittsburgh. That's been a winning trade. My son said they're going to be the worst team this year. He was anti-Pittsburgh, anti-Cleveland, and Pittsburgh, Cleveland. What the hell's the other team? He called it. Oh, Eagles. He just doesn't like any one of those teams, and so far he's been right. I thought I was a complete bandwagon Kool-Aid drinking psychopath on Cleveland. I thought they were going to come out and light it up. I mean, I thought 35-3 Titans. I mean, I thought they'd beat the Jets by 50. I mean, I was looking at their schedule. I'm like, totally bought into it. And my son just said, "You're wrong. Nothing really's changed with that team. They're 7-win team at best." So far, he seems to be more right than wrong. He tried to talk me out of betting. I laid the 17 on New England over Miami. So we've been on the same page still. And, we're still ahead for the year. So, week 3 going into week 4 already. It's amazing how quickly the NFL season goes by. We're on week 4 already. Oh, Raiders suck. I was looking forward to the Raiders too, because I'm a huge Jet fan. I never root against the Giants, and then I go Raiders, and now I have to take a 4th team. I'm going to be on the bandwagon with the Ravens with my son. He became a Ravens fan because he couldn't stand watching his dad cry over the Jets. He picked a good team. He's actually been a Ravens fan since the day where the Jets lost to Buffalo. All they had to do was beat Buffalo that game to make the playoffs. They beat New England the week before and then lose to Buffalo. I'm breaking things in my house, and that was the last my son ever really rooted for the Jets. He didn't want to take that pain anymore. By the way, look what that Nike just did, people. I mean, if you don't believe in algorithms, it went to the same exact price. Look at that. Couldn't break it. Selling off. How significant is that going to be tomorrow if it breaks it? Now you've got a double top possible break, 92.40 area. So that's sweet. So now you don't want. Now you want to go back to the bottom of the range. Now you want people to get chopped up. So that's the more chops in between the range, the better the break will be tomorrow. And that's going to be, we're definitely trading Nike tomorrow. We got our levels already set up. Beyond Meat, looking for a short. Obviously, I'm looking to short this market. If we gap up and roll again, UVXY, Beyond Meat, Nike, and we'll take a gander at some of these other trades on these other reports, and that'll be it. So if you guys are still hanging out, thanks for hanging out over there. Thanks for hanging out over here. I'll see you guys in the morning, and we'll have a nice day tomorrow, and then I'm getting on a plane. I'll see you on the West Coast. All right? Tell 10 friends. Tell 10 friends. See you, fatty. See you, solid. See you, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. But no, I need the one with the different things. No, this is my new look. This is the look this is my YouTube look now. I'm gonna, as each week goes by, there'll be more stains on there. And then I'm gonna get an earring. I'm gonna get my ear pierced again. No, I'm gonna go on the right side. No, I'm gonna get both. No, I'm gonna get those big holes. I'm gonna get my earlobe stretched out.
Like my asshole. Gay. All right. On that note, remember, you're not gay if you don't push back. I'll see you guys in cyberspace. Later.